welcome back to Very Nice Garage. Today I'm going to talk about just the routing of the pipes on a 180 turbo engine, the intake and outlet pipes. Very confusing to me when I was trying to put this together, and if I didn't have some pictures from some helpful people on the Corvair owners group in Facebook or the assembly manual, I really would have been lost. So I want to try to fill that gap here with this video, so let's take a look under the car in a moment. But for right now, I'm going to show you the back of the turbo here. So here, if you can see that, is where the inlet pipe goes into the bottom of the turbo. Then your outlet pipe goes right out the side of the turbo, and that goes down. Wow, looks like I got some dust to clean up there from heating up. It goes right down there through the shrouding and then straight to the exhaust. Straight to the muffler is where that outlet pipe goes. But this, see that little seal around the shrouding? It is expensive, but of course Corvair has it, and it's important to keep heat out of the engine bay. All right, now we're under the car, and if you can see here, that is the inlet pipe. And that goes straight down into your exhaust crossover. And the exhaust crossover, of course, goes to each of your exhaust manifolds on each side, or logs, or whatever you want to call them, here and here. And then that goes to, well, inlet pipe goes straight down into the exhaust crossover. And then this is where the outlet pipe comes out. The side of the turbo, it goes straight to your muffler. So there you go. Let's talk about coil heat. You don't want your coil to get too hot. So I've elected to actually attach the bracket itself to the body of the car. This is what they did in AC cars for late models, is attach it to the body itself and not on the engine. Now this helps reduce heat greatly coming into the coil, which, you know, will give you a longer coil life. And I just think it looks cleaner, honestly. That's just my opinion, but there's a quick tip for you. Let's talk about routing for all the different lines and everything for a turbo engine. This is a 65 180 turbo engine, and I had a really hard time finding any diagrams that really went over this. So I just wanted to just show you quick where they go, and so that you won't have as hard a time as I did. So first of all, this line here goes from your turbo all the way down to your positive crank ventilation tube right there. And that, of course, comes out of the top. That tube comes out the top of your shroud there. That goes over to your air cleaner here, the bottom of your air cleaner. All right, next one, look down here. You've got this line, there's these two lines that sit under your turbo setup, and they go over to the bottom of your turbo over here. So one of them goes to the bottom of your carburetor. The other one actually goes into, I believe, your air filter, which might not actually have a good time finding that angle to be able to show you that. So there's two lines on the bottom of the turbo here. You can see them right there. Again, one goes to the bottom of your carb, and the other one goes to your air cleaner. You can barely see it back here, actually. You can see that rubber tube right there. So those are the two that go over there. And then again, these are the lines that sit kind of under your turbo setup. Go to the base of your turbo. All right, next line, your main gas line, which is right here for your carb. Goes from here all the way down to here, your fuel filter right there, okay? That is your main gas line. And of course that fuel filter goes out here, routes all the way up to your fuel pump right there. Then this line here, this is your main gas line feed. That's gonna go all the way here and back here. And that goes out to your main gas line from the tank. And then of course, there's a little line that comes out your fuel filter here. That's for your fuel return. I had to run my own line for that, and it's not terrible. You get some copper tubing. I'll leave a link in the description for the video, and you just run your own. I just followed the same path as my main fuel line. Zip tied things together. It's really malleable stuff. You can mold it with your hand, and definitely suggest going that route, just for cost and ease. And then the last line I would say is this one right here, and this is your oil line that goes from your turbo here all the way down to this connection here that goes to your oil pressure sensor right there. It's kind of like an oil return, I believe. So those are the main lines on a 1965 180 turbo engine. Should you have any questions, go ahead and let me know. Happy to help.